All right, the Nexus Archives Volume 4 by Mike Barron and Steve Rude. This is the Dark Horse collection, where they have a nice little hardcover, and it's pretty awesome. The only way to get these really is single issues, or they have omnibuses, but the omnibuses are actually half size, and they're in black and white only, and so this is a better way to do it if you can find them. They're starting to get hard to find, like a lot of these books these days. But this covers volume 2, which is past the first miniseries, number 19 through 25. It's got an introduction by Eric Powell, and it starts out with like origin reveal. Look at Steve Rude's art, man. These cover arts are so great. An origin of Nexus, really. There's an alien like in the world where he inhabits, basically, and it basically imparts this thing to kind of impart its judgment of morality on the galaxy and all that. His little girlfriend finds it, and he actually fights off this alien a little bit and is like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And so she makes him stop. Nexus like gets these headaches and like these visions and stuff like that, and she's like, stop doing that. He's like, I'm doing it to compel Nexus. And he promises to stop it. Nexus, though, to retain his powers, has to do this creature's bidding, which is to kill these just bad people. And they are bad people every single time. So there is that. And eventually Nexus is sent off to do a killing. But the twist right here is there's a alien fleet which is sitting around his planet, like about to kill everybody, and they need him to help out with it. So that's going to cause some strife over the next few issues. And we get Tales from the Clone Zone. These are backup stories in every Nexus. And then this one, Clone Zone, is like on vacation and deals with some stuff here. The Clone Zone stuff, like, it started in the 3rd volume. And I like them sometimes. It does get a little old after a while. And I don't enjoy it as much as the main story, I gotta say. Look at the cool spaceships. The art's perfect through all this, and this is a lot of fun as we go through these Nexus adventures where he's, dealing with this issue of his fleet. He goes off and does the killings. Here's the big battle that's being talked about. Now, some of his people do fight back over the course of this. They're not entirely helpless. They really do need Nexus's powers, and this is where he sends them off. Be gone. Pretty awesome. Look at that. And so he goes off and does it, and his powers are kind of diminished at this point. Some more Clone Zone stuff in the back. Starts to star in movies. One of them's a Rambo one in this one. It's probably the best one out of all of them. That was entertaining. Look at that. Look at the gun. That's cool. So he's out to assassinate somebody on a planet here right now, and he has to like get into this whole society area to do so, and kind of tricks people into letting him break in this one. And of course, he ends up killing the bad guy, as always. Clone Zone on a like game show, which is pretty funny. And then we get like a little pause in the action here. I guess Steve Rude needed a break or something like that. So there's a fill-in artist who's Keith Giffen, and there was an issue. I think it was in Volume 2, which was a Badger Nexus crossover, where they were trapped in this like alternate dimension on this planet. This one kind of returns to that. So I guess this happens in between pages or something from that issue, because they were stuck in like a black hole or something like that for that issue. And these aliens like start to worship them as gods, and they're like, oh, we're not it. And then they deal with their problems anyway. It's all right for a fill-in issue. And then we're back for one more issue of Nexus here, as he returns to his abode And he's got all these different characters that have like assembled over there over the course of several issues in this. You got all the heads here. This reminds me of Futurama. They're just heads floating around, which Futurama did later also. And he just returns and the bad guys go off, and that kind of closes off that arc for a little bit. This is the sort of Rambo Clone Zone issue here. And we got one more issue where Nexus kind of goes off on another one of these missions. And that's it. Oh, there's the Rambo one. Yeah, sweet. So it's good stuff. I think of the volumes, I think this was my maybe least favorite one. It was like felt like it was stalled a little bit on this plot with Nexus. I did like the kind of origin reveal though. I thought that was kind of a big deal, and that actually makes the Nexus character a lot more interesting. But the first 3 volumes were a little bit stronger. This is especially with the fill-in issue, was just kind of meandering a little bit, as I had mentioned, but it's still good, still fun, good science fiction stuff all the way around. Art's good, story's good, and so it's worth the read. We'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. Enjoyable stuff. All right, hit the like and subscribe button, everybody. Leave a comment down below with what you think, and we'll be back soon.